Hi. A training manager asks about this. So, the person is actually preparing how to assign their staff into certain training. So it has branches and it has over maybe 200 or 300 branches, and then there are many batch to assign. So the person actually doing it for like maybe a few hours manually. So the task is like this. Um, it has to turn. It has to ultimately have to do like this, right? You can see that here, step by step, it has to do this. And so say for example here, make merely branches have three for first batch. So then they make value list here. So the first batch three. So according to this here, you get the name there. So now, how do you do it faster? Well, first step before we even solve the problem is that you gotta simplify the problems, create a miniature idea, right? So one of the tools that I use in my business innovation master class, right, is like, let's look at this here. Da-da, 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 no, almost there, right? Okay, the idea is actually called remove. Okay, remove. So, how you remove something that, so make it from complex, it become simple. The problem looks simpler, so the mind will now become what is it? Easier to solve it, and then we create a certain scenario step by step. Um, And of course, you need to know some new technology that everyone is talking about it and using it. Some are using it. So it's called Powerquery. It's part of Power BI tools, and it's not just about Power BI. Is not just about Power BI desktop, right? It's not just like that. It's well, of course, in this day you can use the shape. You can use a button, you can use the in the view, you can use bookmarks, selections, all this, right? So the thing is that you can also use Power Query. Uh, well, so first of all, how do we convert this into here? That's called unpivot. So it's from here become here. Okay, so let's start up a new file, right? Let's just see if I can just create a new file. Okay, so now we come over here, take this data here, and pick it here, and then press control. Just go to data from table range, click OK. So select this tree column, go to transform, click on pivot column, and here rename it to branch number. Here you change it to head count. Well, the next thing is that it's good that you name it, right? Otherwise, it's not easy to know that. So that is called table. We'll just call it head counts, okay? Maybe I'll just call it head count, okay? So then we go to home, close, and choose close and load tool. Use the coding create connection. Now the next thing is that we also want to import the list of this employee list here. So again, we get on a new worksheet here, and Control T, give it a name, T staff of MV, so send for Mid Valley, and again we load it into the table, and well, here we actually don't need to do anything, just load it. Yeah, just load it as a connection. Okay, so now, oh, the interesting is here. Yeah. Uh, oh, yeah. I got to load it. Okay, this one I got to load it. Okay, so okay, I needed to choose this. For example, I just want to look at make value, and I have a 323 and so on, right? So now I just click close, close and load. But I want to load it into a database. So click load to table, just the existing here, right? Maybe here, maybe here. Okay, just click OK. Okay, here I want to do a manual step equals to what I call the sum functions of these two here. So it's I2 or 2, and the first one I'm gonna lock it, then drag it down here, and I'm also creating a new uh what I call this is a dummy one, right? So I just call it dummy. Okay, so dummy. Okay, so once you got this, now gotta turn this back to nothing. Then press Ctrl T. What is called it? This is called next new line. You'll find this quite complicated because that I have taken learning time to learn. You can go to my YouTube channel here and search for Maybank. Then you can find the items that talk about how to extract value from the Maybank statement, right? Right? Using the same technology, the steps, strategy to use that. Okay, so now go here and go to data again from table range. Click OK. So now we're gonna use we want to find this value, put it down here. So with the first batch is actually 2 people, so we're gonna use 3 minus the 0. So yeah, so but how do we move this 3 minus 0? 5 minus 3, right? Is that we insert an index from 1. Okay, so this is the one, and we got a new line, and now let's just go here, choose the custom column. We're gonna move this here. So to do that, just before that, let's just close this step. Don't need this step. Okay, so go to new custom column. It's over here. We use a source step. So from the source table, we want something from this column called new column, and then we want something from the based on the index, and it takes some time for you to understand this. Not something easy, but okay. So just click. So that is the okay. That's the endpoint, right? So just click OK. So 3 minus 0, 5 minus 3, that's 2, 9 minus 5. So now the last row is a dummy, so it's purposely put it there. So go to home, remove this last step, bottom one row. Okay, what we're trying to do is that 3 minus 0 is actually 3 row, 5 minus 3 is 2 row. So that would match what you seen earlier, right? See that here, make value has two stuff, and these are 3. So okay, so we are gonna go. So we're going to add another column, new columns. It's called a table dot range. This is the cool tools, right? So now instead of selecting, we know the position, but we want something value from the T stuff made value. So we call an a query. So the table is from the T stuff, and then we start with the next new line, then the comma. We use the n minus the next new line, and and this is the each batch. Okay, so let's just click OK, and we'll take a look at here, and this is it. That's it. See here, everything is done there, right? So make value snake. Yeah, the last one we haven't really the snake. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. So how is it that we get the 9? Oh yeah, that's because of 9. Okay, cool. Okay, so in case you don't want that item, but we do have that. Okay, cool. So there you are, right? So basically on this now click on this here, uncheck this item, choose the branch. I think branch is not needed. Just get the stuff name, right click OK. And we have batch 1, 3, batch 2, 2, batch 3 will have 4. Okay, although we're supposed to have 3. So that because of the last one item that we have. So if you don't need this, again you can do a transformation because these are additional numbers. So any numbers that is after that, you can remove it. Okay, let's just take it for example. Now this is the right one, so just click close and load, and should be able to generate that number. So that's it. See that? Batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. Okay, so now if you want to print it out, you can also use the data tab. Go to the, since it's already loaded, right, you can go to the subtotal. So we have a subtotal. No, we don't have to we can use subtotal, so maybe we can use the what do you call that, pure table. And maybe here click OK, and we can choose stuff name, and then the branch batch number. Okay, batch number right here. Okay, and then the branch code over here is the same. So that's about it, right? We have a make value here, and see there's of 3 batches, right? So what you do is that go to pivot table, options, click show report, and based on the branch number, yeah, and then click OK. So we're gonna have batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. Everything just done pretty fast, right? Yeah. Yes, that's it. Thanks for watching. So again, that Powerquery is here to stay, and many things that we think that is so hard to solve can be done with a few simple click. It takes some time, but once you get the hang of it, you can perform this kind of transformation very fast. I hope this is useful to you. God bless you. God bless Asia. Together we excel before 50.